For many years, the world has been confined to a fixed point: war. War between Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Palestine, the US-China clash over Taiwan, and many more. All the media channels have been covering news on this for a long time. But what about the bigger problems that are gonna change the world systems in near future? In recent days, China is coming up with a bigger game plan by which its national currency yuan gonna crush the national currency of the USA, dollar. In this plan, they have included many giant countries like Russia, Saudi Arabia, England. But the question is, are they really gonna win this battle against the USA? A currency that has been used for decades for international trading. Will it be easy to replace it? What master plan are they gonna use to establish yuan as the global currency? Well, stay with us till the end of this video to get the answers to these questions and more that may come to your mind. But first, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can get more content like this as soon as we upload them to our channel. China wants to invade Taiwan for a long time, but as USA is now supporting Taiwan, so China is annoyed with USA for its support of Taiwan. Because of this, they are planning to remove dollar dominance from the world and establish yuan as the global currency of the world. There is a chance that China could be successful in this plan, and there are many reasons behind this. First of all, China is the world's largest manufacturer with almost 20% of the entire world's manufacturing happening in China. Many rich countries are dependent on it for rare earth minerals, which are another key component of electric vehicles. They are used to make chips and batteries. Also for biotechnology, software, food and fuel, many countries depend on them. The second reason could be its deal with Russia. Yes, China and Russia are planning together to ditch the dollar for gas trade. Already Putin has cash from deals with China. It's clear that they want to de-dollarize their economies, and the first step for it is trade. Right now, all imports and exports are in dollars. But these two countries are trying to change that. They want to trade in their own currencies, the yuan and the ruble. In 2019, China signed a 30-year gas deal with Russia, and until now this trade was conducted in dollars. But now, Gazprom will receive payments in local currencies, 50% in yuan and 50% in rubles. That's where the de-dollarization happens. This can reduce America's influence on the global economy. In June, Yuan-ruble trade rose to a 6-month high, and sports trading was worth around $48 billion. But it doesn't seem to be enough to replace the dollar, because 60% of all reserves are held by the central bank, and 70% of all trade is done in dollars. It might take a long time to change that, and obviously, China and Russia alone cannot do this. That is why they are looking to include the more developing countries like Argentina, Egypt, Saudi Arabia. Together, they could challenge the dollar dominance. Now, Saudi Arabia is considering selling oil in yuan. If they do so, a lot of countries will rush to buy yuan. This would make the Chinese economy more powerful. Besides, China has its leverage with the Belt and Road Initiative countries, and it's a $3 trillion project whereby the Chinese have given out over-generous loans to countries all across the world. And under the BRI initiative, in total there are 165 countries around the world who owe a collective debt of $385 billion to China, and many of these countries have taken so much debt from China that they can't afford to pay it back to China. It is clearly seen in Pakistan and Sri Lanka's case. This is where China's strategy finds a light. As China has leverage over these countries, so now China would ask these countries to take and pay back loans in yuan. In exchange, China could incentivize the scheme by giving them a 1% discount on their interest. Since the inception of the BRI initiative, China has already issued 14 of all its loans in its own currency without depending on the dollar. In 2018, the Central Bank of Pakistan had already agreed to conduct their bilateral trade with China in yuan. Other countries like Myanmar, Cambodia, and Russia are doing the same. But China has a reputation for being debt-trap diplomacy and Taiwan invasion. And China has been devaluing its currency very frequently, that the US has accused China of currency manipulation. And China is not as transparent as the US, so it's going to deter the countries from actually adopting the yuan over the US dollar. So the result is still uncertain in this war between digital dollar and digital yuan. And we need to stay updated to know if the yuan gonna surpass the dollar or not. Well people, hit the like button if you like this video. Your support will encourage us to bring you new content. Until next time, bye bye.